In today's Japanese auto news, the aging Lexus GX finally gets this one important feature. The Nissan Titan is on its way to the grave, and the Toyota 86/Subaru BRZ get a new render, and we got a lot more to talk about other than that. Welcome back, Lexurious Fleet. My name is Kirk, and this channel covers Japanese and Korean autos. Subscribe, hit the bell icon so you won't miss any of my upcoming news and reviews. So last year for 2020, the decade-old Lexus GX 460 got a few upgrades and also a few downgrades as well. So I'll recap them real quick before we head in this new 2021 option. So the styling was upgraded with the new spindle grille, available 19-inch wheels, which was an upgrade over the 18. We got the schmexy triple beam LED headlights, love the trippies. We finally got fairly modern safety technology with Lexus Safety System Plus 1.0, which came with a new RX-based steering wheel. Not quite the same quality as the old GX steering wheel, however. The new luxury packages could be had with an off-road package with a 360-degree camera and a new multi-terrain monitor. Power folding mirrors were stripped away from the premium package and reserved only for the luxury package, and that holds true in the 2021 model as well, unfortunately. And as a Lexus salesperson, as I used to be, I sold a 2020 GX. Customer was really excited about it, got home, found out it didn't have power folding mirrors because, yeah, they stripped that out of the premium options. But yeah, and she wanted to return the car. But let's keep going with the story. They added atomic silver for the GX in 2020, and we saw the inclusion of sapele wood trim on the premium packages and higher, new Rioja red interior, and a cheaper quality gear shifter imported from the RX. This just makes me sick. And one of my favorite things was an upgraded MID that didn't have like Nintendo graphics on it. And I mean the original NES. But we have some new things we need to talk about for the 2021 model, and there's one feature I really need to go over. So what's new in the 2021 Lexus GX? Well, it's available in Premium Plus packages. That's brand new. We'll detail that in a second. Silver 18-inch wheels available on Premium and Premium Plus. That is an absolute downgrade. So here we're looking at the 2020 model brochure, and if you look really closely here, I'll try to zoom in, but these silver wheels, these 18-inch silver wheels, it says these are the standard ones. Well, if you look here, the 18 inches over here, the dark ones, which are the much better looking dark gray metallic wheels, well, those are standard on the GX Premium. If I go to the 2021, now the ugly silver wheels are standard on the GX and the GX Premium. Now, these are optional in the Premium. My guess is you would see these darker finished wheels more than likely on the Premium Plus models, which are going to be the majority of them, but still, that's a downgrade. Now, this is the feature, guys, that I couldn't be more excited about. Heated wood trimmed steering wheel available on Premium and Premium Plus packages. Guys, this is the first time I dropped my mic. Guys, this is the first time the GX has had a heated steering wheel outside of the luxury package. So in the past, if you wanted a Lexus GX with the heated steering wheel, you had to pay about 10 grand more over a premium model just to get that one feature. Now, you got more things with the luxury package, which included the Mark 11. We're gonna talk about that as well. But the heated steering wheel is what people asked for. They're like, wait, I can't get a heated steering wheel on a GX Premium? I have to upgrade to the luxury? Meanwhile, like the Lexus UX, under 40 grand, you get the best heated steering wheel in the entire Lexus lineup. But if you want to spend 55 to 60 grand on a Premium GX, you don't get a heated steering wheel. It was just like the biggest mind-blowing thing ever. It was so frustrating, and customers really wanted that heated steering wheel where I live. It's cold as hell. They're adding acoustic front side glass on all models. That almost seems like an oxymoron. I think they're talking about the front driver's door and the front passenger door are going to have acoustic glass as well, which was only previously on the luxury model. And just like the LX for 2021, they added Amazon Alexa, no Apple CarPlay, no Android Auto. We're going to take a quick gander over here. Rhino Radios makes this huge Tesla-like tablet screen you can put in your GX. So if you really, really wanted Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, you can get it. It's going to cost you about $1 grand just for the head unit, not installation. But yeah, at least there's some aftermarket options for you. And the new Premium Plus packages includes the navigation, which pretty much has been seen on every single premium package since the dawn of time. And then plus third row power seats. That's also a huge benefit that was used to only being seen in the luxury package. As well, you get the Mark Levinson 17 speaker 330 watt premium surround system, which used to only be available on luxury builds. Finally, it's coming to the Premium Plus new package, which is good to see. So you're getting 3 features that used to only be on luxury. You get the power folding rear seats, or the third row seats, you get the heated steering wheel, and now you get the Mark Levinson sound system. So the only 2 things that you're really getting in the luxury now, the upgraded suspension with adaptive variable suspension, trailer assist, and rear ride height control. That all comes with that suspension upgrade. And the 360-degree camera with a multi-train select. So yeah, there's no really reason, unless you want a softer ride, there's no reason to get the luxury package anymore, and Lexus kind of knows that. The luxury take rate is really, really low compared to the premium, so they're like, let's just make the premium a better buy, and they just did with this Premium Plus. So I applaud them for that. However, these features should have been in the Premium Plus model since 2014 at the latest. Hey guys, smash the like button. That will help me out so much with the YouTube algorithm, and maybe if we get enough likes, we'll get a redesigned GX sometime in the next decade. And here we are as in 2021, and the Lexus GX is still a dinosaur. It is an ancient vehicle, still continues to sell well because it's a great luxury car. It rides well, you can tow with it. You know, I don't need to sell the Lexus GX. I've sold plenty of them actually. But yeah, it's a great vehicle. It's just a freaking dinosaur. And speaking of dinosaurs, the Nissan Titan here over at Automotive News. Titan's in Canada stuns Nissan dealers. The automaker dropped the news during a regularly scheduled web call with the dealer advisory board this month. There was shock on the call last week. It was just sprung on you. They say they're focusing on their core lineup in Canada, which makes sense because they're struggling financially everywhere in the world. So you need to focus on the brands, or I should say the nameplates that sell the best. And you can just see their sales here, how dismal they were, and 2019 being the worst since 2016. And you can see it's just they average about 1% of the big truck market share there. And at some dealerships, the truck accounted for 15% of sales. And for the dealers, they're like, man, it's disappointing because they had put so much effort and money into the Titan. So how did they put money into it? Well, the dealers have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in expanding their service centers, adding specialized tools to service the truck. Now, it wasn't just this truck that they built these more beefed up service equipment for. They discontinued the van lineup, which is based off the Titan. Well, the bigger one, and I think the NV, whatever, the bigger one was based off the Titan's platform. And that thing was just canceled earlier this summer. And yeah, now the Titan is looking to be canceled in Canada. And yeah, it just comes as a big disappointment to these dealers who spent hundreds of thousands of dollars of beefing up their lifts, new tools, etc., to be able to service these heavier equipment vehicles. Now, what do I think about the Titan here in America? I don't think it's going to last very long, and the reason is in the new Nissan teaser video we got at the beginning of summer, where they teased the Nissan Z, the new Z, for the first time. They showed the Aria, they showed the new Frontier, which I'm excited for the new Frontier. They can't cancel that. That is like their moneymaker for the trucks. So that's going to be staying around, getting a new model. I think it could be this fall, the new Frontier could be coming out. But since the Titan wasn't shown, at least I don't remember it being shown in that Nissan product teaser video, I think the Titan only has a couple of years left here in America. And then the dealers that got snuffed in Canada, that same effect is going to be felt here in America. So it just sucks that they did it the way they did to those Canadian dealers, where they didn't even let them know that they're canceling, and they're like, just on the routine web call, and they're like, oh yeah, we're pulling the Titan, and you're not going to be able to sell it anymore. So all your equipment, yep, that's a business write-off, because yeah, it's just crazy. It's crazy. They didn't even know they were canceling it. Next generation GR86 and BRZ test car. Mag X has a new edition that came out today, And this is the new render we have from it. Let's see if I can zoom in on it at all. It looks very similar to the renders we saw earlier this summer from them. And I think it looks awesome. I think it looks even more refined. They think this is 99% what the new vehicle is going to look like. And they would know, like I said, this is a Japanese-based magazine. They get insider scoops, and they probably on outdated renders, but they're pretty much probably bought by these magazines so they can, you know, build hype for the upcoming product. So, and since this magazine's out now, I hope to see more renders because the rest of the renders are inside that magazine. I'm not going to spend money for a Japanese magazine that I can't read to you. So I'm going to wait for those renders to get leaked to other websites. And as soon as they do, I'll definitely update you guys on the channel. Over at Mazda's press room, the 2021 CX-5 gets a couple new upgrades. So they get a larger 10.25-inch center display screen, the latest generation of Mazda technology. Of course, the new Carbon Edition, and they updated the pricing. It goes on sale starting at $25,270. Definitely carrying that higher, that more premium price tag, as that's the market they're shooting for now. And lastly, Honda begins sales of all new CBR 600RR Super Sports Bike. I don't cover motorcycles on this channel a whole lot, but as a Japanese focused channel, I do love motorcycles. I always have loved motorcycles. I miss riding so much. And yeah, the CBRs have always been an iconic motorcycle in the motorcycling world. And here's the new CBR 600RR. Really the only thing that sticks out to me that looks new is this front end, but the digital screen is fully digital. No longer do you have dials or anything like that. So it's definitely went fully digital with that MID there. So that's exciting. And they increased the horsepower from 116 to 119 horsepower. So yeah, RR fans have reason to celebrate. And yeah, one day I'll be featuring motorcycles a little bit more on the channel when I head back down to a warmer climate. And yeah, oh, I love motorcycles just as much as I love cars. It might sound crazy to you guys, but hey, put me on a wave runner as well, and I'm in love too. So thank you guys for watching, and if you haven't hit the like button, go ahead and do that. That helps me out. And I'll see you guys in the comments as always. Take care of yourselves. Peace out. Bless you.